Retro Rob plays everything.
Hey, Rob here, and it's time for another haul video. If I look a little tired, I've had insomnia for about a week now, and boy.
I hate not sleeping.
So if you've had any interactions with me over with me over the last week or so, sorry about that. Not thinking straight. No, not at all. Anyway, let's get off my personal life and get on to the games, shall we? That was a little close to that. Alright, first thing I got was this Atari Flashback book. I got it off of Amazon for about $10. They had some kind of sale on it. I don't know if they're clearing out or not, so they might even go lower. But I like these kinds of little pop books with a little bit of information. And this actually has like game hints and tips in it. Back in the day, the Atari Flashbacks actually included instruction booklets, but this one directly pertains to my Flashback Gold. So, in other words, it just covers the games that are in there and a little bit about it. So, I think it's pretty cool. I like this. And wasn't willing to put out $20, but I'm willing to put out 10 for it. It's a pretty good deal. No idea where to put it. There we go. Next. What else do we get? This. Yeah, this is cool. Super Casettevision Minor 2049er. It's usually outrageously overpriced. I got it a lot cheaper. Just a random eBay pickup. I'm happy to have this. I like the Super Casettevision quite a bit. Quite a bit. I'll be doing videos on it soon. I finally noticed that the SCART cable that I ordered for it has shipped. So having a SCART cable means that I'm going to have output to be able to record it to video, and that was my ultimate goal, because there's not a lot of people covering the Super Casettevision, so I'll be able to do that. Yay, win. I don't know why I feel I need more things to cover, but that's just how I roll. Show them one at a time. Look, here's one PlayStation memory card, and here's another. 2 PlayStation memory cards. My wife picked these up at Goodwill before she left me for Europe. Americans are Europe. That's a. I know it drives people crazy. That's that we say that. Just went to Europe, all over it. No, she went to France and England with my kid as a graduation present. But unfortunately, I work in, IT, and I can't get off that much time. That's all right. There's pluses to it. Next, this is pretty cool. This is pretty darn cool. What this does is it allows you to play Game Boy Color games on a PlayStation. Weird, right? Now, there's something to note, and this is new. This is like unopened, so I'm gonna do an unboxing on it. But the interesting thing on this is that you have to have a PlayStation that'll support it, because not all of them have that little serial port in the back, parallel port in the back. Anyway. That's gonna be interesting. I had no idea that product existed until I was just fussing around in YouTube videos one day and ran into somebody talking about it. And I said, I have to have that stupid thing. Alright, next. Another Super Casettevision game. This is why I didn't show you the inside of the other one, because I've got one of the cartridges out. This is what they look like. Punch Boy is another super expensive cartridge. I couldn't get it at the price I wanted boxed, but I could get it free, and I'd rather just play the game. I'm big on, just playing the games anyway. So, I'm happy to have a copy of that. I'll definitely be showing those games to you once the SCART cable shows up, because they're games I'm excited about. This is a very, very unorganized haul. Sorry. This is cool as heck. This is a little hoary. Hoary. Did it like, yeah, whore? No, hoary. Not a hoary, not hoary. Joystick. This is a little mini fight stick. has a metal base. I'm going to probably do a video review on this one. For those of you who expressed interest in greatest game controllers in history, this will probably be among them. That video series is coming. It's just I'm re-editing the intro and some other stuff on it, rearranging it a little bit more to make it so that people don't complain about the super long intro. And I'm working on some things stylistically with it. Anyway, look at that thing. Nice, just a nice little controller. It's really small too. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna help any of you, but it'll help some of you guys in England. But look at that, about the same size. So it's a pretty small controller, really. And I use these. I don't play a lot of fighters. I do play beat 'em ups though, and it works great for beat 'em ups. And it also works great for shooting games, which I do play a lot of. I'm a big fan of those. Next, I got a lovely case for my Game Gear. Fortunately, it has a broken hinge, which they described in it, which I didn't catch because I was in a rush. But that's okay. I have a friend who can print me one. But there you go. You put in your You put in your Game Gear right here, and all the goodies can go around it. I have a Game Gear that I like quite a bit. I've been getting into, if I go anywhere, like a show, I've been trying to get these hard cases for everything. Number one, they're an interesting display piece, but number two, of course, they protect the unit from damage. Like that. Ghost Recon. There's front, there's back. Manual and game. Next we have Tomb Raider. There's the front. It has kind of a shiny printing on it. You can't really see it in this video too well, but it has kind of like a silvery shine to it. There we go. This isn't Tomb Raider. Wait, no. Tomb Raider's still in it. But, ooh, bonus. Got a bonus game. I got Resident Evil Dead Aim. I've never heard of that. Huh. Well, that's unusual. I'll have to look that one up. Anybody familiar with the game? Is it any good? Let me know. Aragon. I think I already have this. Game and manual. You got Naruto, who I used to call him Nerdo to drive my kid nuts. For you younger people, if your parents repeatedly make the same mistake over and over again, it is quite possible that they know it drives you crazy and do it anyway. Those of us on the adulting end of things know that that our kids drive us nuts all the time. I mean, not like in a bad way necessarily, but, you know, sometimes we get a little bit of revenge. Destroy all humans. One giant step on mankind. This is a cool game. My kid's friend Joey actually got me into this game originally. I already have one of these, so it goes into the backup collection. Into storage. I also got, this is another one. This one did have a lot of double ups because my wife noticed this one. There's Finding Nemo. Look at my hair. That is some hair. Yeah, woof. That's how I feel about it. Where was I? Woof, woof. Yeah, okay, here we go. Onimusha. Now, the reason I got this is a friend of mine was talking about it online, said, oh, I gotta play this game. So I figured I'm gonna pick it up and torment him with it. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the manual in it, but I got it dirt cheap. I think it was like $3 delivered. Seriously, like ridiculously low price delivered. Maybe it was like $4, you know, but it was really low. Somebody's gonna look it up and say, dude, you paid like $7 for that, and I'm gonna cry. Crazy Taxi! I don't think I have a copy of this on the PS2. So nice to grab that. No manual. That was one of those cheap ones. Here's one. Kokoto. Fishing Master. Which, I like kind of weird fishing games, so I like weird games in general. So this one's right up that I don't know, category, whatever. But I've never seen this before. I picked it up, so happy to have that. Time Crisis 3. Woohoo! It looks good. We shall see. Got Sly 2 Band of Thieves. Realized I already had this one. I think I'm missing one of the Sly games, but it's not this one. So waste of space. There's Mojo. I actually used to have a cat named Mojo Jojo years ago. Which is kind of one of those, I think it's one of those ball shooting games. I don't know. But I hadn't seen this game before either. And generally, if I don't recognize a game, I'll pick it up if it doesn't look like a sports game. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. I actually played this when it came out. It's really good. I like it a lot. No manual, again. So, sad loss. Maybe I'll find a manual for it, though. So that is the PlayStation 2 part of the haul. Now we're going to get into kind of the bigger and more interesting stuff, I guess. Not a lot left, but interesting stuff left. The next thing I got was Atari Zags. Now, I do not collect Atari computers, but this is kind of a hybrid. It was sold as basically a game system. You could just basically buy it like this, or you could buy it with this. And then it would have, here, it's a better view of it. And it would have these guys with it too. So you got the controller and this. So it kind of counts under the game system category, and it does play a lot of popular games for the Atari 400. Which is why I picked it up. I don't have a lot of Atari 400 games though, so I'm gonna have to pick some more up. And that came with the 2 cartridges that originally came with it. Oops, sorry. Which makes it pretty much complete. Yeah, you just want to see my face, I'm sure, instead of the cartridges. And there we go. I looked at one of these at Midwest Gaming Classic. It was about $150. It did come with a box though, but it was very yellow. I thought it looked pretty not good. And I think Vidgamer looked at it too and said about the same thing to me, because I mentioned that I was interested in it. And he said, yeah, I looked at it too. Thought about it and didn't. And $150 wasn't a bad price, but I got this one for $75 and it doesn't appear to have any significant yellowing on it. So that's great. I'll go into that one a little bit more in the future too. It's one of the computers or video game systems that I almost bought when it was on clearance at KB Toys for almost nothing, and I chose not to and regretted it ever since. I like the weird pastel colors on it. It's a very it's a very late 80s, early 90s piece. Anyway, there's one last thing, and this is something that I liked way more than I thought I was. It was something I picked up basically just to do kind of a general review on, but I ended up absolutely loving this thing. And this is a Pandora's Box 4S, and it is amazing. It just plays a lot of different arcade games. They're built into it, if you don't know. So if you look around the front here, there we go. It has HDMI out and it has a VGA out as well. It's got sound built into it, so it's got a couple speakers in it, so you can play through the speakers if you'd like, or you can play through your TV if you'd like. So that's pretty nice. The controls are okay. They're not, I I mean, yeah, they're arcade quality, but they're cheap arcade quality. They're not name brand, but they're really not bad. They're kind of in the middle there. The buttons, I like them, but I prefer concave versus convex. I think I've told you that before. But this whole thing lights up, like all these buttons light up, so it looks pretty cool. I might end up, over time, I'm sure I'm going to end up changing out some of the buttons and changing out some of the guts of the thing for a little bit better ones. But usually these, you see these for around 200, 300. This one was 150, so I think it was worth it at that point. I'm going to do a full review on this thing. That was originally what it was bought for, but I ended up having way more fun with it than I thought I would. It does. It's got a lot of great games on it. And really pretty fun to play. I wasted way more time than I meant to on it. Alright, so that is it. That is my haul video for this week. I want to thank you very much for watching it. Note, looks like this week the RS-97 review video is going to be coming out, so keep an eye out for that. Interesting little device. This will be part 1 of a multi-part review because this is hackable, that's amazing, by the way. I'm one of these little guys. But this thing's hackable, so I'm going to do an unhacked review and a hacked review of it. And that's just about wrapped up. Most of the recording is done, just got to basically stitch it together. And I want to thank you very much for sticking with the station. And, thumbs up, subscribe for more if you haven't. Bye!
Retro Rocks Gaming Videos.